Hello, everyone. Today, we will embark on a journey full of surprises and meaning. How to conquer the hearts of young girls when you are an older man. Imagine you are standing in the brilliant sunset, your hair streaked with silver like quiet rays of light, your deep eyes reflecting the long journey you have travelled. Have you ever thought that time has silently taken away your charm, that the vibrant days of youth are now just a distant memory? But my friend, if you are a mature man, have experienced life's challenges, have set your hands on milestones, big or small, then you possess a special beauty, a warm light that you may have never noticed. So what makes young girls, souls full of vitality, smiles as bright as the morning light, attracted to experienced men like you? Many of us, when we look in the mirror, see only the traces of time and ask ourselves, am I still strong enough to make someone's heart flutter? They let doubts imprison themselves, fearing that the age gap is an unbridgeable abyss, or fearing that the looks of ordinary people will extinguish all hope. But slow down a bit and listen to me. You don't need to be afraid of that. On the contrary, age is not a rope that binds you. It is a pair of wings that lift you high. A priceless gift that young men have never touched. Young girls are not only fascinated by perfect appearances or sweet words that pass like drifting clouds. They look for a man who carries within him the steadfastness of time, the confidence of a soul that has overcome storms, and a warm heart that knows how to cherish love in the midst of a cold life. You don't need to cling to the past. Youth don't need to force yourself into an unfamiliar image, because it is the experiences you have accumulated, the maturity you have forged, and the unique journey you have taken. These are the rays of light that make you stand out like a lamp illuminating the dense darkness. Let me explore with you how to turn age into a source of strength, how to make younger women not only glance at you, but also stop by your side. Not only smile, but also give their hearts to the real Are You Ready? The journey begins. Now imagine yourself standing in the middle of a quiet night, under a sky full of stars, where the years have carved the outlines of a book of life on your face, wrinkles like footprints on a long journey, silver hair like moonlight, shining down from days gone by. Have you ever wondered if age is a door that closes the door to love that young girls, souls full of life, eyes sparkling with faith, will never notice someone like you? But listen for a moment, because evolutionary psychology reveals a warm and vibrant truth about what makes their hearts flutter. Deep down, women, especially young women, are attracted to men who have a certain maturity, not because of their gorgeous looks or their fragile promises, like the morning dew, but because of a deeper source of energy. The ability to stand firm in the midst of life's storms, the safety like a harbour in the middle of the vast ocean, and the maturity like an old forest that has survived many harsh seasons. Younger women don't just want someone to love. They long for someone who brings them peace. A love that is deep beyond the impulsive emotions of adolescence. Don't let the thought that age is a limit dim your light, that inanimate numbers can obscure your true value. On the contrary, it is the stories you have lived, the lessons you have picked up from, each time you fall down and stand up, and that are the precious gems they quietly seek. When you sit down and talk about the days when you lost your way, and found your way when you share the dreams that were shattered and how you put the pieces back together, you are not just recounting a memory. You are sketching a picture of strength, of persevere, of a heart that knows how to love with all its maturity. A man as experienced as you brings something that young men, full of enthusiasm, but not deep enough, cannot touch. It is the calmness of someone who has seen the dawn after the darkness. The warmth of a hug that soothes, worries the insight that understands things. Left of unsaid age is not a burden. You carry It is the wind you have conquered over the years, ready to breathe life into a young soul looking for shelter. So hold your head high. Let your heart speak and believe that it is your true self, with the marks and glory of time that makes younger women not only glance but stay, sending love with all their radiant souls. Think of the moment you walk into a gentle space, the soft light caressing your carefully chosen shirt, your deep voice like a gentle melody, echoing through the hustle and bustle of life, and the way you nod to someone not exaggerated, not rushed, but exuding the serenity of someone who has gone through the storms of life. That is the moment you leave an indelible mark on the hearts of younger women, young girls with vibrant souls and eyes searching for something. Beyond superficial emotions, they are not attracted by the naughty jokes or frivolous flirtations that young men often bring. No, they long for a demeanor that is full of experience, a sophistication that is evident in the way you choose your clothes, the way you weave words into each story, and the way you treat people with sincerity and warmth. You do not need to force yourself to follow the latest fashions. Do not need to transform into an unfamiliar image to appear young. Instead, let your maturity speak for you. The deep gaze when you listen, the smile that carries the features of life, past the serenity that makes people feel secure just by your presence. It is these things like a cool breeze in the middle of a hot day that stir the hearts of younger women, because they cherish a man who is no longer entangled in the meaningless jokes of youth, but knows how to love deeply and sincerely, but it doesn't stop there. You know, another thing that makes you special in their eyes is the stability you bring not only in your soul, but also in life. Wealth is not always the key factor. Not every young girl dreams of expensive gifts or a lavish life, but an older man with a clear career path, with enough financial ability to stand firm in the uncertain everyday life, is the ideal image in their hearts. It is a symbol of stability, like a steady light in the dark, bringing the sense of security they secretly long for a place to lean on, when life out there is too fierce a shoulder, strong enough to protect their immature aspirations. You do not need to brag, do not need to show off your achievements or assets. Just be yourself, a mature, profound man with a generous heart and steadfast legs. You will become someone that younger women not only respect, but are also willing to come hold hands and write new pages of life with you, where love transcends all age limits to sublimate in the deep connection between two souls. Imagine yourself standing under the dim moonlight, your broad shoulders bearing the traces of the days gone by, your eyes glowing with the confidence of someone who has walked through the fires of trials and risen from the darkest nights. One of the things that young girls, vibrant souls with unfinished dreams look for in you is exactly that confidence and composure, like a hill standing steadfast in the strong wind, not wavering, not falling. A mature man like you does not suddenly have that light. It is forged from days of sweating through hardships, from wounds healed after each failure, from profound lessons that only time can carve into your heart. It is that steadfastness, like tree roots, deeply rooted in Mother Earth, that makes you a solid shore for the woman standing next to you, a place for her to return to when life out there is too chaotic, a place for her to confide her worries when the storm surges in her heart. To a young woman, you are not just a lover, you are a guiding star, a strong man with arms wide enough to protect, gentle enough to soothe her nameless fears. They will feel lighter and more confident, knowing that you are always there, not to boast or promise distant things, but to silently protect them with the calmness of someone who has seen the dawn after dark days. Your confidence when you speak words filled with experience, when you act with certainty without hesitation, is something that young men, though full of enthusiasm but not deep enough, cannot compare to when you maintain your composure in all circumstances, whether it is sunny days or stormy nights. Younger women will look at you with admiration. Their hearts will beat peacefully because they understand that with you, they are not only loved, but also trusted. You don't have to try anything, just be true to yourself. With confidence honed over the years and composure permeating every breath, you have become the person they are willing to hold hands with, overcome all scrutinizing looks to build a beautiful love story with you, lasting like a hill in the blue sky. Think of the moment you stand in front of the mirror, not to count the footprints, time on your face, or the silver streaks in your hair, but to recognize a man who still chooses to love himself. Even though the years have passed, an important factor to conquer younger women, pure souls with pristine eyes, is the way you take care of yourself, the way you turn age not into an excuse to give up, but into an affirmation of never-ending vitality. Yes, time can change your body. Your skin is no longer as smooth as when you were 20. Your steps are no longer as fast as when you first started out. But you know, true attraction does not lie in the perfect features of youth. It lies in the way you cherish yourself, in the perseverance you have for early morning runs along the sunny road, in the drops of water rolling down your forehead when you exercise, in every second you stand in front of the mirror, choosing a shirt that fits your body. You don't need to have a strong body like the young men under the sun. You don't need to force yourself into molds that no longer fit you. What younger women cherish is the health that radiates from a body full of energy. Healthy, glowing skin, thanks to regular care and a confident posture that makes them unable to take their eyes off when you walk with your back straight, your breathing steady, your eyes radiant. You are not just an experienced man. You are the ideal image, like a cool breeze on a sweltering summer day, like a Per's distant fire warming the cold winter nights. They don't expect ostentation or perfect lines. They look for a man who understands that taking care of himself is not just about maintaining his appearance, but how he respects himself, how he quietly tells life that he is still alive, still full of love, still worthy of being loved. Take time for your health, not to turn back the clock, but to make each day a gift you give to yourself and to the woman who accompanies you when you show up with neat hair, a shirt that flatters your healthy figure, and a smile that carries the confidence of the years. Younger women will not only notice you, they will feel the attraction of a soul that is always striving a heart, that understands that true beauty lies not in age, but in how you choose to live and shine in life. You don't just make them look, you make them tremble with your strong, honest, and vibrant self. Imagine yourself standing in the red sunset, your shirt fluttering as if carrying memories of days gone by, your old but shiny shoes telling of the steady steps you have taken on the path of life, not the glossy fashion on the cover, but the mark of a man who dares to be true to himself. One of the things that young girls, innocent souls with eyes full of faith and a lively desire to live love in older men, is their unique personality and distinct style, like a mountain. Standing tall in the sky, not needing to fit in with anyone, not needing to follow any wave. There is nothing more attractive than a man walking confidently in his own world, where every fold of his shirt is a story, every deep look is an ocean, every calm movement is an affirmation that he knows his worth, and he does not need fleeting trends to confirm it. You don't have to follow the clothes that youth is looking for. You don't have to copy the hairstyle or the way of speaking of your 20s, because it is that difference. It is the choice to stand outside the hustle and bustle to keep your identity that makes you shine like a lone star in the bright night sky. Young women are fascinated by men who have their own universe, where passions are honed over the years. It can be a passionate love for old melodies, a passion for books covered with dust from time, or the way you take care of an old car like a close companion. They don't just see a style in you. They feel a steadfast personality, a soul, unbroken by the pressures of everyday life. A person who knows who he is and lives it to the fullest. When you appear in that space, not noisy, not ostentatious, but with the dignified posture of someone who has found themselves in the midst of life. The younger women will turn their heads to look, not because you are like anyone they have ever met, but because you are unique, a strange and remarkable piece in the familiar picture of their lives. They love your deep voice when you tell stories, love your smile with its proud features, love the way you live without needing to explain. Your style is not just your appearance or words, it is the mark of a soul forged by time and enable attraction, making them not only stop, but also want to get closer, want to explore you, the man who carries a whole sky of personality in this world. Imagine yourself sitting in the warm, golden light, the quiet space with only the gentle wind and slow stories, your eyes shining as you tell about your long trips, the days when you got lost and found your way back, the life lessons that only time can teach. Sometimes, what young girls, souls full of life with unanswered questions expect from an experienced man, is not a date filled with flowers and candles, not lavish gifts wrapped in metallic paper, but a sincere dialogue, a rare moment of silence in the midst of a busy life where they can express themselves and be listened to when you sit next to them, not rushing, not ostentatiously, but gently sharing deep thoughts, memories, marked by the years about the time you stood in a field of flowers under the endless blue sky, about the long nights of tossing and turning over a dream that seemed to have vanished, or about how you realized that happiness lies in each step rather than the destination. You are not just telling a story, you are weaving an invisible bond so strong that nothing can break it. Younger, women are not just looking for attractive looks or fleeting charm. They long for a man who can look into their eyes and feel the things left unsaid. Someone who makes them smile at the small details in the story you tell, makes them think. When you mention the traces of life left behind, they want a kindred spirit, someone who brings endless conversations where each word is a door to your world, vast, deep, and colourful. You don't need to impress them with flashy things, because your warm voice, the way you listen with sincerity, the way you smile when they talk about their youthful aspirations, is enough to touch their hearts when you understand and share feelings, when you turn the moments together into a journey of soul discovery. You become someone they not only want to listen to, but also want to stay, want to hold hands and overcome long days together. That is the true attraction of an experienced man, not in age or appearance, but in the ability to turn words into bridges, into light, to warm their hearts on cold days, into a living book that they never want to close for you. Every conversation is not just about words. It is the way you love, the way you make younger women feel recognized, understood, and cherished in every beat of their hearts. So if you are an old man standing at the crossroads of time with hair as silver as the moon and eyes carrying long journeys, and you are dreaming of touching the heart of a young girl, stop for a moment and listen to me. Your strength does not lie in the days of youth that are far away, but in the maturity you have cultivated, the confidence you have built through each steady step and the precious experiences, like bright stones in your life's treasure. You do not need to force yourself into a mold that is no longer. You do not need to change to chase after ephemeral things. Just look deep into yourself. Recognize the bright rays that time has given you and let them spread in your own way. Younger women, with their vibrant souls and dreams still in the making, are not just looking for someone to hold hands with. They want a place to rest amidst the uncertain waves of youth, a peace like the stars shining in the dark. KN and a deep relationship where they can entrust their souls. Let it shine. Let your deep voice tell stories that make them laugh. Let your experienced eyes embrace their desires. Let your confidence be the warm, sure they want to return to when you are true to yourself. Without lies, without hiding, you will find that young women do not just look at you. They will open their hearts, will come closer, ready to receive you with all that you carry within, because you are the one they are quietly searching for in their unspoken dreams. And if you let sincerity guide you, if you let these things flow through you, naturally like water flowing to the ocean, your relationship will not only blossom, but also bear fruit, growing strong and enduring over time like a forest in the blue sky. Thank you for taking the time to embark on this journey to discover your true charm. Stay with me in the upcoming videos where we will open new chapters of our hearts and souls together. See you in the light of a new day, where love always finds its way.